Good. We've got everything prepared here. Oh, here they come. Where's Pink?
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Watch it, will you?
I'm sorry. Sorry. I was trying my levitation and I want to practice before my training for later, and I'm sorry.
Just, it's fine. Just don't hurt yourself.
You frightened me, Pink, but I'm glad you're okay.
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 Sorry. What are we doing?
Oh, yes. So, everyone, welcome to the Rose Kingdom task. I have something very fun planned for today. We are going to take a little quiz that I have prepared for you.
Oh.
So, the Rose Kingdom is known for making books and, the education system. So, don't worry, the quiz is not very hard. I mean, the answers are pretty obvious, but this is just to test your knowledge a little bit. So if everyone could please find a chair and sit in front of a book, and then I will give you the next instructions.
Okay. Good luck, everybody.
Yes, good luck.
Okay, so everyone's seated. Looks like it. Okay, so there will be 6 questions. I'll give you 7 seconds to answer each question, and at the end I'm going to let you know what the answer is after each question. All right, is there any questions before we begin?
Nope.
No.
Right. Okay, question number 1. How many patriarchies and matriarchies are there in Gardenia?
Oh, easy.
7, 6,
That was easy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the correct answer is 3 patriarchies and 3 matriarchies. All right. Question number 2. Which kingdom is the most northeast? 7, 6, 5, 4,
These questions are
3,
easy.
2, 1. And the correct answer is the Rose Kingdom.
Yep.
All right. That was pretty easy, right? Pretty easy. Okay. The next question is, which kingdom was the first to have an official ruler after Gardenia was split into 6 separate kingdoms?
What?
All right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
If you read up on this, you would know.
1. All right. So everyone put your quiz down. The correct answer is the Rose Kingdom, of course. Okay. Question number 4. Which kingdom primarily funded Serenity Royal Academy?
Why would we?
7, 6,
Okay, well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer, of course, is the Rose Kingdom. Yes, they're pretty simple, right? Pretty simple.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really simple.
This next one might be a little bit difficult. Question number 5. Which kingdoms export to the Rose Kingdom?
Okay.
It's a little difficult.
Yeah.
Excuse me, why are you talking? This is a test. We're not supposed to talk to each other. That's cheating.
Okay. So, please reprimand the other students that have been making comments as well.
Oh, whatever. We're continuing. I'm just watching you. No more talking. All right. The last question, question number 6. Which flower is the most powerful?
Okay, that's it.
5.
Alright, I'm done.
Excuse me.
Listen, Princess Madalena, I can put up with every single other question in your pathetically biased exam, but that one is not excusable.
Excuse me, what do you mean? This is the Rose Kingdom task. I mean, of course the questions are going to be Rose Kingdom related.
The questions can be Rose Kingdom related, but it can't be biased. That's not a test. That's just fueling your own ego.
It's not biased, it's a fact.
How is that a
glamour
fact?
power is the most powerful.
Really? Because last time that you tried to use your glamoring powers on Pink when she wouldn't help you on your exam, she resisted.
Well, that's that's unrelated. See, I'll show you right now. Just look into the rows.
No, I'm not gonna look into your rows. You're the invigilator. Why are you using magic? That's strictly against the rules. Obvious indeed. Pink,
no, it's not.
you can't tell me that this is not suspicious.
Pink, you're on my side, aren't you? We're best friends.
I didn't realize that when you said the test had obvious answers, you meant obvious answers.
I mean, it's not morally, but it also, it is, they could be doing it differently. It could be different in the Rose Kingdom.
My God.
Whatever. Everyone gets a flower except for April.
If this is the way that the Rose Kingdom rewards its people, then I want no part of it.
Fine, bye. Everyone else, you're dismissed.
Wait up.
Prince Rhino?
Yes?
What are you doing here? First years aren't supposed to be in this class during the afternoon.
Yeah, they decided to change the schedule around because of the contests and the competitions. The Academy decided that instead of making it time constraints, that they would, mix some years, with other years.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm excited to have you in the class.
Same to you.
Good afternoon, pupils. Today, we'll be reading and discussing the first scene of the classic Lotus Kingdom play, The Council of Cherry Blossoms. Take out your copies of the text and turn to the first page. Prince Rhino, I'd like you to read for the first counselor, and Princess Pink, I'd like you to read for the second counselor.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Sure. Rhino, do you want to read off of my book?
Yeah, I've forgot my books, so that'd be good.
Okay.
Well, hello, my fellow counselor. What a lovely day it is today.
It is quite cloudly outside. I predict rain.
Rain? There may be dark clouds, but that represents the defeat of my enemies.
What enemies might you have, counselor?
My enemies would be those who seek to replace me at the head of the table. I hope to maintain my seat for another season.
What will happen if your plans fall through?
They won't. The election will be fair, as long as those who I have placed in my trust do hold to their word. Fellow counselor, do you intend to vote for me? Yes?
I do not know where my vote will go, but Lady Serenity shows me unpleasant signs with all these clouds.
Cloud shall not sway your vote!
Do you not hold your faith in Our Lady?
Lady Serenity has not brought me success. I have made it myself. The election will be in my favor, whether or not it rains.
That we will see.
All right. Thank you for your participation, your highnesses. Please pair up and discuss the importance of this scene amongst yourselves.
Do you maybe want to be partners?
I would say that would be viable, as we are the only people here, apart from that person who just randomly seems to be in every class.
Yeah, it seems like the other people decided not to show up today.
Yeah. But, I would like to say, Princess Pink, that while doing that scene with you, I really enjoyed the way you had played the second counselor. The way you had acted as if, like, you were her. And with them skills, I feel as if, like, you were an actual actor.
I was supposed to be one, but I don't act anymore.
Maybe we should look at the scene.
Yeah, okay. So what do you get from it?
Well, from my judgment on this scene, is that from the person who I had to read, he seems to be aggressive and egotistical in trying to, like, persuade people into maintaining his power at the top.
Yeah, I could see that definitely. From my point of view, at least, it has a theme of faith versus individualism. I mean, it's like the first and second council are going against each other. It's kind of like a tragic but also very beautiful piece of text in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, this play really shows, like, the past and history of the Lotus Kingdom and how people had acted back then, especially with the, power between people. And by reading this, I really do enjoy the way that the Lotus Kingdom is being portrayed. I feel like the Lotus Kingdom is one of the more unique kingdoms.
Oh, I didn't know you had an interest in the Lotus Kingdom theater or the Lotus Kingdom at all.
Yeah, I mean, I love history, and, like, back when I was a child, in our kingdom we have a library, but it's not a very big library. But one of the books in the library was actually the Council of the Cherry Blossoms, and reading it got me intrigued on the history of the Lotus Kingdom. I mean, I do love all the other histories of other kingdoms, as we have quite a couple of the books, but it was the Lotus Kingdom that really intrigued me, and the way that the play was acted out, it gave me that sense of urgency of history is what I want, history is what I like.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I didn't take you for the reading type, but I'm glad you enjoy the plays or any sort of reading. It's very, unlike you, but good.
Yeah, like I said, I love history, and I feel like the Lotus Kingdom is a very unique kingdom.
Yeah, well, that's great. Let's see, maybe there's something else? I mean, what else do you take from it?
I hope your discussions are going well, but class is dismissed.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll talk to you later, Rhino?
Yeah. I guess I'll talk to you later, Princess Pink. I enjoyed our time reading the history of the Lotus Kingdom, as this shows that even though some kingdoms might fight against one another, like students, that there are similarities between us all.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, I have some work to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a head start on that.
Okay. Thank you, Professor.
Rhino.
What, brother?
Okay, just hold on. Oh. Okay, right.
Could you
right,
not stand on them books? They're very delicate.
I'm Rhino, okay. I do not mean to step on them, but they're literally everywhere. Do you not see your room?
Well, I need to remember what page I'm on.
There's a thing called bookmarks, Rhino. You literally have feathers you can use as bookmarks in each of these books.
Yes, but I also need to remember what book I was reading. If I put it back in here, then I would remember what book I was reading.
You could make a book stack. You have a lovely dresser right here, which you never seem to use.
Well, why would I use it? You know, I don't need to change my clothing or that.
Are you saying you never change your clothes?
Well, that book stack is just full of the same pair of clothes.
Right, I at least wash my clothes after I use them. You don't know what pajamas I have. Well, actually, you do. You've seen them for however many years now. But I'm not wearing them now. It's not in bed. But this is a mess, Rhino. We need to clean it up, okay?
I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's just a few books.
Rhino, come out here. There's more books. And there are books in my bedroom. What on earth were you doing in my bedroom?
Well, I saw you had a bookcase over there, so I decided to get some more books. Plus, that's not me. This one wasn't me.
Okay, fine. This one is me, but that's why I put it right here next to my bed, where it's nice and neat and tidy.
Oh, brother.
Okay, alright. Well, anyways, let's clean this up at least somewhat. We can talk about today, because you and I haven't really had the chance to talk today.
Well, obviously, we have not, brother. You know. We was doing our tasks yet again.
Yes, we were. Which was quite nice. How did your task go?
I would say it went down quite well, you know? But, there's something that I do need to say about that task.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it was with Maddie.
Yes, because this is her week.
Yeah, but see, with her task, it was a quiz.
Okay.
But it might have been a bit biased to her kingdom.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
All the questions really were pretty much the answer was Rose.
Oh. So it wasn't it wasn't facts about the Rose Kingdom, it was literally just like Rose was the answer.
Yes, apart from 2 questions where it was like, what kingdoms supply the Rose Kingdom? That. And it gets me wondering.
Okay.
Does Princess Maddie even know about actual world history apart from her kingdom?
I don't really know. I mean, it seems like, I don't know, at least from what we've seen her. I mean, we saw, I haven't really talked much with Maddie, honestly, in any of my tasks. She's not been part of my group of people that I've spent time with. So I haven't really got the chance to see what she's like. But all I remember is that first dinner we had, and she was not at all happy with Princess April.
Yes, it seems that, there seems to be some sort of rivalry between them.
Yeah. Curious question then. Who didn't get the flower in your competition? Because all the people in ours got flowers.
Oh, that would have been April.
Oh.
Yes, she kind of had an argument with Maddie about how biased her quiz was.
Interesting. All right. Well, I suppose that makes sense. It's a bit disappointing for her though, but that's fine.
How do you feel about the other royals? Because I feel like we haven't really been chatting to Frost as much as we should have.
No, I mean, I've actually been in tasks. I had Frost in my tasks today. Things seemed fine, but no, I agree. We should be talking with him more. He's you know, per usual, he's kind of lonely without Ness. So I think it's important that we be there for him when we can.
Yes, he doesn't seem to be as connected to Ness as, like, say, we are.
No, exactly. Ness is... I hate saying it as classic Ness, but it is classic Ness. He's just distant. Maybe even more distant than when we were kids, when he would come to visit us with Frost. It just seems like he doesn't really care, or that his mind's in a different place.
What about the others? Like, Danny, we haven't seen him much. Like, we only saw him the first day, and that was pretty much it.
That's true. No, I've had him... I've actually had him in both of my tasks. He still seems pretty nice. He's very brotherly to Alyssa, who's also been in both my tasks so far. And they both seem nice.
But he doesn't seem conversational.
No. I think it's one of those things where he was nice in introducing us to everyone, but then once kind of everything got started, it felt like his priorities kind of shifted. Like he wasn't really... You know, he was focusing on different things. So I don't know. It seems like they we could talk with them more if we want to. Which actually, by the way, speaking of Danny and Alyssa, so for my afternoon task today, we had to do a fashion show of sorts, where we basically we picked out some outfits that Maddie had assembled for us. We had to make out, whatever we thought looked nicest, and I think we all kind of ended up more ridiculous. But I pulled a prank on Danny, unintentionally. I meant it for Alyssa. I put in a bunny costume because I thought she would look funny in it. And Maddie ended up switching the costumes, so Danny got stuck with it instead. And so he looked like a bunny, and it was really funny. And that was an unintentional rhyme, but it works. So at least if nothing else, it seems like he has a good time. They're both good-natured people. I would love if we could get the chance to talk with them more, but again, like you said, we just haven't had the time or the chance, so who knows?
Yeah, speaking about acting, someone in this school used to be an actress.
Oh, really? Who?
Princess Pink.
Oh.
Yeah, we was chatting earlier in class, and I got to know that she, likes reading books, and that in her past life she used to be an actress, but she doesn't do acting anymore.
Interesting. That's a shame. I feel like she'd be a really talented actress. She seems very nice, and especially after we had that prank with her the other day, she took it really well.
Indeed. But yes, do you think we're prepared for the task tomorrow?
Well, I mean, okay.
Is it tomorrow or is it next week, brother? I don't remember.
It's next week.
It's next week. Yes, I've got to put that in my schedule.
No, you're fine. But no, next week we have the Lily Kingdom tasks, which is why I'm not terribly concerned, because we know Frost. Frost knows us. He's our friend, so I doubt he would not give us flowers for any reason, because he knows us. I think it's going to be, as you'd say, what is it? A cabbage and a harvester.
Cabbage and a harvester? My dear brother, you and your sayings are terrible.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm trying to sound funny like you do. You create a saying then. What kind of situation would that be? How would that make sense, Mr. Book Reader? Actually, you probably have a better idea than I do, because you probably read poetry and all that too.
Well, saying as like, we are a well-oiled cake, Basically, like, you are he is the frosting inside a cake. Yes. And me and you are the two layers. And together we create a great, delicious cake.
Okay, yeah, I can buy that. That makes sense. Okay, well, I guess that's our metaphor then. But I like that. No, so I think it's a shoo-in. I think it's going to be no problem for us to get our flowers.
Exactly, and plus the cake theory works anyway, because the two layers are always the same, and we're the brothers, we're twins.
No, exactly. So I think.
And do you get it, brother? Frosting, frost, eh?
I didn't think you'd be the one making puns, but I'm happy to see that. That's a good one.
Now,
you have so many books in here, Rhino. So many books.
I think we should leave this until morning. I don't feel like cleaning up. I've still got to read all these books.
I guess that's true. You know what? Fine. We can leave these till morning, but we're probably not going to even clean them up in the morning, right? We're probably just going to sit here and just leave them all here like this, right?
Well, I've got to read these books before I put them back, and then I'll get more books out and do the exact same thing.
Yes, I suppose you will. Well, at least I got my bedroom clear, so that's fine. Here, how about you take this book back, 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 and take these two feathers. Right.
These were a lot of books. I didn't remember reading all these, but yeah.
I think you've just learned how to speed read. You don't even care. You're just like, information. That's all you need.
Obviously, with the highest caliber of brainial capacity, you read quite easily.
Yes. Actually, before I forget, do you know if there are any books out there about how to woo women?
Woo women?
Yes.
I thought you were supposed to be the Mr. I love girls. Hmm?
I am, but I must admit that our prank the other week was only as impressive as it was because we worked together, and obviously we both knew something about women. So I wasn't sure if you had any other advice you could offer me in the form of a book.
Take that book there.
This one?
Yes, that will give you all the information you need.
All
For
right.
first-timers like yourself.
I'm not a... I'm not a... Well, actually, I'm more of a first-timer than I'd like to admit. But, thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
I will, I guess I will see you in the morning then.
Yes, and I guess I will see you in the morning when I finish
Right,
this book.
good night.
Yes, good night.